Hey Jen, this is Frank from Max Digital, and I wanted to shoot you over this quick video with some specific things that you guys can do in-house to help bring you in more business by better utilizing both your website and your Google business profile. So I see you service the Hartford area, or at least that's one of your areas that you service. So I Googled Plumber Hartford CT, and this is the search results page that comes up. If this is an area that you're looking to grow in, then you're going to want to take up as much real estate on this home page or this first results page as possible, because 90% of the people will never click past it to the second or third page of Google. So there's a couple different sections here. The first section here is the paid advertising. So if you're not looking to pay Google, then you wouldn't show up in this area. So let's look at the next two sections. So the next section is known as the Google Map Pack, and it consists of 3 or 4 businesses, and those are the ones with the strongest Google business profile. I wasn't sure if you had a Google business profile set up. I highly recommend setting one up if you don't already have one. They are free to set up. And there's a couple of different ways that you would make your Google business profile strong. So the first is by filling in all the information that Google asked for when you're setting up the profile. The second thing is having your business listed in as many online directories as possible, or at least more than your competition has. So Google likes to see that a business, for it to show up in this section, they like to see a business that is prominent throughout the internet. So the way to do that is to list your business, your name, your business phone number, and your business address consistently across the web in as many online directories as you can, or at least, like I said, more than your competitors are. So there's thousands of directories out there, Yelp.com being one, Angie's List, Nextdoor.com, and so forth. Many of them are free. It just takes some time to go out and register your business onto those sites. So that is how you get into the Google Map Pack. And then right below the Map Pack is the third section of the results page. And this is known as the organics listings. And so once you get past a couple of these online directories, you can see that business and their individual websites start to actually show up in this section. And so this first one is called Joe the Plumber, is the #1 ranked plumbing site in Hartford, Connecticut. And the way Google ranks in this section here is based on the strength of your website, and specifically the strength of your content and your backlinks profile. So in this video, I just wanted to talk about your content and your backlinks. So let's go talk about your content first. So here's your website. So I noticed it has some content, but Google is really looking for 1,500 to 2,000 words for you to be considered an authoritative site, or for you to be considered an expert in the niche. So that is an area that you had about 300 when I looked. So they're looking for significantly more if you wanted to really get a boost in your ranking from your website. So I noticed that your competitor, Joe the Plumber, also doesn't have that 1,500, but he does have about 1,000 here on this site. There's considerably more content than you have on your site, so that's definitely boosting him in the rankings. The other thing about content I wanted to mention is that it should be rich in keyword phrases. So keywords are just phrases that you want your business to be found for when somebody's doing a search. And because you're a service website or service provider, you want your keywords to be what's known as local buyer intent keyword phrases, which are keyword phrases that reference both the service you provide and the location you provide it in. So I use a tool called Ahrefs that helps me to analyze individual websites. And I can see here that you're currently not ranking for any organic keywords. So that means that when Google scans your site, they're not seeing kind of a consistent phrase, or just a phrase that you want yourself to be found for. And so therefore you had put into your site fairly frequently. That is something that, again, you want to do, because that will help you to show up in the search results. Joe the Plumber, when I look at their site, they are being found for 907 organic keywords. Not all of these keywords are going to be the ones that you really care about, but if you look at it and you click into it, this is Plumber, Connecticut is kind of generic. That's not really going to help them grow in the Hartford area, because somebody in Hartford is going to actually type into the search bar Plumber Hartford or something like that, or Hartford CT. And so you can see, and same thing here, unless they know the business name, they're not really going to type that in either. So really, the first like true local buyer intent keyword would be this one, Clinton Plumber, or Plumber Clinton, Connecticut. And so you can see this screen tells you the volume, the number of searches per month. So there's 280 plus this one down here, Clinton CT Plumber. There's all these different variations for how you could put it in. And so, each one of these counts as a search. So there's 200 searches here, 80 here, 80 here. That's 360 searches. Plus you got, no, that's Connecticut. So 360 searches just for Clinton, Connecticut per month. And you can see this column over here is his organic ranking, his position in the rankings. And so you can see like for Clinton, Connecticut, he's ranking second. So that's because he does have these in his content. So if you were looking to expand in Hartford, you can see he's got that here, which is why he is showing up right below those directory sites. And these are a little bit off because it's just a tool. It's not Google itself. So the timing, things change and the timing doesn't always sync up. But the point is that he ranks high because he's got this embedded into his content. So the other thing I wanted to show you that impacts the ranking is what I mentioned earlier, is the backlink profile. So backlinks are just links from one site over to your site, pointing in your direction. They provide legitimacy to your site in Google's eyes because they act as an endorsement of your site by the site that's linking to you. So the more, it's kind of a popularity contest, the more backlinks you have, the more power it's going to give your site in the Google rankings. And you can see here you have one backlink from one referring domain, and Joe the Plumber has 475 backlinks from 89 referring domains. So you could see here, that if you wanted to outrank him, you just need to add backlinks. And so what you can do is you can click into these referring domains and you can see exactly where he's getting them from. And then you go out to those sites and you just replicate this and get the strongest ones. Now he doesn't have the greatest site backlinks coming to him, and I can tell that because his DR score, Google gives a score every time, and this is the strength of the site and the trustability. So the trustability is down. So you want this to be kind of a one-to-one relationship. And so you can see this is a scale of 1 to 100. If you click on here, you'll see that every link he has is coming back or is scored, and you can see you want to get only the higher scoring ones and link them to your site. So, and you can do that. And if you had pulled the high ones and you got your UR and DR score to be, roughly 1 to 1, then you don't even have to have as many backlinks. So hopefully that was helpful. Obviously available to answer any questions, like I said, and help you do this if you wanted help. But I just wanted to kind of just show you some things that you could do to get onto this page in various ways, whether it be through advertising, through the map pack, or through the organic rankings. All I ask is just a little bit of feedback. If you could just give me one line of feedback to tell me if this was helpful or not, I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much and have a great day.